No, Bidumb, Putin did not cause this inflation. He's helping it, but he didn't cause it. You did. This is Dr. David Deshine. Welcome to this special edition of Saving America. And the inflation rate, as all Americans, and in fact, many people around the world know, is surging at this time. The official inflation rate is 7.9%. It's been above 5% for the last 9 months. Gee, Biden's been in office for 14 months. Yeah, 9 of them. Inflation over the target of 2%. That means everything that you buy, pretty much A to Z, costs more money. Many of us know that it is a far higher rate of inflation for us personally than this so-called official rate of 7.9%. And they keep telling us, gee, it's going to get better. It's going to get better next quarter. It's going to get better in the second half of the year. And yet it just keeps getting worse and worse. And as someone who endured the Jimmy Carter inflation, and there's starting to be more and more parallels between the incompetent Jimmy Carter and the international disasters like the occupation of the US Embassy in Iran and things like that. This is starting to look an awful lot like that, except it took Jimmy 4 years to totally screw up. It only took Biden a year. This is not a good outlook for America. And sadly, as the leader of the world, as Zelensky reminded us recently from his palace under attack in Ukraine, we're in charge of the free world, and we better sure as hell straighten up and move up. But moving back to our popular topic of inflation, it's really important to understand that when inflation goes up, even though wages are up slightly, the inflation rate is far outrunning anybody's ability to raise wages to try and keep up with inflation. And in fact, the reality is, since businesses are also facing surging costs in other areas and shortages, then they are unable to continue to raise wages at such a furious rate. My best guess is that the personal rate of inflation for many low and middle income Americans is over 20%. And I'm saying 20% more than any slight increase they've gotten in their paycheck. This is a very, very serious situation. Regarding the issue of the Biden administration and his flunkies claiming that this is due to Putin, let's be clear about things. Even Biden's economic advisor, Ed Morrissey, came out the other day and said, you know what? This is not Putin's inflation. This is Biden's. That's right. Even Biden's buddies from the Obama administration are saying, no, Joe, you can't sell this one. So it says something pretty important. And of course, one of the biggest factors in the dramatic increase in inflation are gas prices. Here in Houston, we're pushing $4 a gallon. We had $1.65 a gallon in the last few weeks of the Trump administration. That certainly is not due to Putin. It's due to Biden shutting down the Keystone Pipeline, making it more difficult to explore already existing leases and to also restrict the leases that have already been granted. It is extremely important that America return to energy independence. I do not see gas prices going down until the current administration or a new administration commits to that. And this involves American safety, not just the American security around the world, and not just controlling inflation. To make matters worse, the House just passed a $1.5 trillion omnibus budget bill. This thing stinks like a pig farm, and it has got more pork than 100,000 pig farms from coming to you from that pig farm in DC. And this is a horrible bill. It has got so many earmarks. An earmark is something where a particular politician drops something into the bill specifically to say to his or her constituents, hey, I'm looking out for you. I'm stealing money from the public pot and sending it to you, even though it's stolen from using money stolen from taxpayers in other jurisdictions. These type of earmarks, unfortunately, have come from both Republican and Democrat politicians. Folks, it's time to shut down the embarrassment known as DC. We must begin to have responsiveness in DC. We cannot keep printing money because you know what? The number one cause of inflation is the ludicrous printing of money, paying people to stay home, and not running the economy in any sensible manner. Folks, this is Dr. David D. Shine. Thanks for joining us for this special edition of Saving America. Like this, please subscribe on your favorite platform.